So let me know in the comments, which one do you think would be a better buy? Are you trying to decide between buying a townhouse or a condo here in my market of Surrey, BC? Well, for most people, that decision comes down to a few key factors like, do you want to have a garage? Maybe you want to be close to the SkyTrain, or let's face it, the number one factor is, what is it that you can afford to spend? So in this video, I'm going to compare what your costs might look like if you bought a very common 2-bedroom condo here in Surrey versus a typical 3-bedroom townhouse within the same city. And I'm going to do so right after I invite you to subscribe to the channel if you are interested in Surrey, Fraser Valley, or even Canadian real estate. And by subscribing, you can help grow this community to hopefully 10,000 or more by summer. And if you wouldn't mind, please go ahead and click the like button, because that is the best way you can help other people just like you find videos like this one through the YouTube algorithm. And of course, if you in fact are looking for a condo or townhome in BC's fastest growing city, well, you can book a call with me right now using the link in the description below at a time that works best for you. And now onto the video all about finding out what it costs to live here in probably the two most common types of attached housing within the city of Surrey. So first off, I'd like you to know what exactly it is that we are comparing. So I discovered that in March 2023, the average selling price for a Surrey 2-bedroom condo was $581,166. And in March, this unit in Park Place 2, which is in the Wally neighborhood of Surrey, sold for $580,000. It was built in 2011. It's a 2-bed, 2-bathroom unit, and it has a total of 844 square feet, located just steps from the end of the current SkyTrain line at King George Station. So by all accounts, if you were looking for an average condo here in Surrey, well, this would be it. But in townhomes, the average unit is often a 3-bedroom. And last month in the entire city, the average 3-bedroom townhouse sold for $838,633. So that means that this unit on 156th Street in South Surrey that sold just a couple weeks ago is a very good representation of what you might expect. It's a 2018 built 3-bed, 2.5-bath, 1,354 square foot unit in South Surrey with easy access to Highway 99 for commuters into Richmond and Vancouver, and it's not that far from White Rock Beach. So now let's compare these two properties in hopes that it might help you if you are trying to make the choice between these two different price points. Now, the purchase price of this condo was $580,000, while the townhouse was $835,000. Now, we're going to look at this a few different ways, and let's start off with the fees that do not change. First off, transfer taxes on the condo are $9,600. And of course, on the townhouse, the privilege of buying real estate costs you $14,700 because it's a higher purchase price. And that is just tax that goes to the BC government. But it must be capital that is available, as there is no financing available for property purchase tax. Now, the annual taxes on the condo were listed at $1,928.15, or just over $160 per month. And the taxes on the townhouse were $2,809.07, or about $234 per month. Now, these are both the gross taxes, and if you were an owner-occupier, you would also get an exemption off of your property tax as a principal residence benefit. But if you're looking for an investment property, you do have to pay the whole shot. Now, condo strata fees are generally higher, even though the purchase prices are lower. So on this particular condo, the fee was $448.40 per month, while on the townhouse, it was only $239. Now, there are some other expenses that you do have to adjust for, and this is going to be very much on a per unit basis. So there is obviously an electrical bill. Maybe about half of the townhouses will have natural gas, but these days, most of the townhomes have gone strictly electric. And then it's only once you dive further into finding out if you actually like the property and doing more due diligence that you find out whether or not your city utility bill is built into that strata fee, or if you get another bill from the city once a year. Now, generally speaking, I find that the city will bill condos in January for that utility bill, but about 50% of the time, maybe a little bit more than 50% of the time in townhouses, that utility bill is actually built into your current strata fee. So the trend is with condos, and particularly in high rises, that your strata fee could be as much as double by the time you factor in city utilities. But now let's talk about down payments and financing for these two types of properties. First off, if you were a first time buyer and looking to put down the absolute minimum on the condo, $33,000 would be what you needed. And again, that is not including the transfer taxes. That's because you need 5% down on the first $500,000. And then the portion between 500,000 and a million, you need another 10% of that. Doing that same calculation over on the townhomes, you would need a minimum down payment of $58,500. Now, because these are both government CMHC insured mortgages, today you can likely get that rate down to about 4.59% on a 5-year fixed rate. And because they are government insured, we're going to take a CMHC fee on the condo of $21,680. And on the townhouse, again, this is because it is a higher valued loan, $31,060, meaning that very likely your mortgage payment for principal and interest on the condo would be $3,148. And then with that minimum down payment on the townhouse, you would expect a $4,510.11 payment. And remember, that is only principal and interest. So you now have to tack on your heating and strata and property tax on top. But let's say you're a good little saver or you're established coming from somewhere else and you have a 20% down payment and you want to avoid CMHC. Well, that down payment for the condo would be $116,000. And on the townhouse, it would increase to $167,000. But now, because you are no longer insured, there is more risk to the bank and you are going to likely have a higher interest rate. Let's say at today's rate of under $1 million, but also more than 20% down, we're probably looking at 4.99% on a 5-year fixed rate, bringing your payments on the condo down to $2,473.55, while on the townhouse at $3,561.06. Again, with strata fees, property taxes, utilities, and heat on top. And what I want to point out here, looking at the 20% down numbers, is that the mortgage payment itself, not including those other factors that I just mentioned, well, those numbers are very close to, if not slightly under, what it would cost to rent the unit. Meaning that with less than 20% down, it still actually costs more than it does to rent on a month-to-month basis. But keeping in mind that a good chunk of every single payment that you make goes back into your own forced savings account called equity. So let me know in the comments, which one do you think would be a better buy? The condo in Wally or the townhouse in South Surrey? And of course, if you are trying to make this determination and need my help, you can go ahead and book a call with me right now using the link in the description below. Thank you so much for subscribing, clicking the like button, and we'll see you in a couple of days.